have left their AD carry for last, which is not something we always see. With a Caitlyn and a Xayah ban, you are looking towards perhaps the Tristana as a possibility, the Varus and the Jhin there as well.
So now the question is, do they look to lock in a top laner, or will they go for mid? Looking at some of the options that they have available, Talia could be something that G2 want to draft if they want to go into the middle lane. Zoe is another potential after she did get buffed not too long ago. They could bring the Swain down into the mid and put something like a Vladimir up top, but it looks like they are going to go for the Zoe instead.
Such pick potential on this G2 lineup now. You've got the Skarner, the Thresh, the Jhin with the Deadly Flourish, the long-range Sleepy Trouble Bubble from Perks in that mid lane as well, and Splyce. We wanted to see them with better lanes. Well, they're going to have to find a strong AD carry if they're going to be able to push into a Jhin and a Thresh.
Varus could be the option here. Nope, they're going back to the Sivir, the late game insurance. It did fine for them in game 1, and even if they cannot find themselves an early lead, they at least have that late game potential with Kobe. The team fighting is still decent, especially with the Mega Nart and Olaf trying to cause a terror onto this low mobility backline from G2.
So looking for team fights from Splyce as expected. Maybe a little bit more in the early game from Xerxes. When his jungle proximity goes up, when he's able to make plays early on, that's when Splyce really come alive. G2, on the other hand, once again, double AP. Only that one tank in the form of Skarner, but if Wonder gets ahead, will get pretty tanky as the game progresses.
Now, I really would like to see a cleanse from Niski. I feel it is very, very risky against a Thresh, a Zoe, and a Swain to not go cleanse. Largely because of the insane pick potential that this comp does have. Think about it, right? Either a hook lands or a Sleepy Trouble Bubble lands, the chain CC is immense.
You're just dead.
Yeah, you have Jhin, you have Swain, you have Skarner.
Hook doesn't stick on you as well. Here comes the exhaust, the engage, the on the hunt. The rest of Splyce are on their way down as well. Qiyana gets out of the Soul Shackles, gets back with the Lantern as well. With Din, flashes away. Wonder and Jankos here, the Cowboy coming up the side as well. Now gets the first kill. Splyce pushing forward. G2 have one for their own. Perks in from the side. Everyone flashing away. The flash from Xerxes is not enough to get him to safety, and G2 have turned his head. They'll turn this fight right back around on its head. Odo pulled back by the root. G2 will get 2 kills.
Wow, all 5 members down into the bottom lane very early on. But G2 were the team that were able to find the win. Multiple low members on Splyce mean that they cannot defend this turret. Answer by going for the Matt Drake himself. Now, will Xerxes try to go for a steal?
So a really important thing about this Rift Herald as well is the steal might come in, doesn't quite. G2 backing away. Kasing caught out with the Deadly Flourish.
Good on.
Flash in onto Kobe as well. Pops the spell shield. He's not going to escape. Kasing's running right the wrong way, straight into the jaw of a tower. And G2 will get 2 kills and the Rift Herald for themselves.
Now, Splyce do have priority over mid, so they're trying to answer with a turret of their own, which I believe they can secure, but good engage there from G2. Kobe was not expecting. I don't know if they can secure anything because Xerxes is lying in wait.
Come out from Niski as well, the engage from within, but he's stuck underneath this tower. He falls. Great stuff from Xerxes. And Splyce are on the chase. Flash away, heal as well from Qiyana and Perks. Looking for the paddle onto Niski. Splyce will not get too much more out of this, but can push for that top lane tower.
Yeah, very over-eager play there and a really good punish from Splyce. Xerxes recognized that if G2 is going to look for anything, it'll be this fine out of town up in the top lane. He moved towards the top side. He was ready for the counter gank, and given that Woodid went in by himself, along with the Realm Warp to follow up, G2 couldn't help support their support, and he ends up going down.
This game is so back and forth. We saw it in game 1. It seems to be a repeat here where Dit just goes too deep.
Yeah, just look at the minimap. You can see that Xerxes is already in a position alongside Niski to support, and Perks cannot assist. They're not expecting the 4 members of Splyce to show up to the top side of the map. And then
Championship. Always been challenging for it. 2016, they were in the finals against G2. They fell then. Will they fall at the final hurdle here as well? The suppression comes down. Look at the damage on Odo Omne. Caught out once again by Jankos. The Splyce have to retreat. Xerxes is going to get away down towards the bottom side of this fight. The G2 started the Baron and called Splyce out.
Now that was the pick power that we talked about, except G2 used it in a very creative way where they started the Baron, forced Splyce to come near it, and then immediately turned with all of their single target CC to just burst the target down. It ended up being Odoame, they find the kill, and now they're back on the Baron.
Kobe pushes forward onto Perks because the flash finally came out, but Kobe's all alone, just trying to take out the King. Cannot get him. The Unstoppable comes out as well, off towards the top side of the fight, but G2 once again make a catch and get a kill. Niski chasing onto Jankos, instead settles for another Arachnoid. The Scuttle alive, Niski coming in from the flank, the binding doesn't connect, Xerxes put to sleep. The Baron disengaged though by G2 and re-engaged once again, Kobe on Perks. 2000 HP on the Baron, this is it. This is the defining moment of this game. G2 on the Baron, it's down to 1000 HP, Xerxes being forced away, the Baron falls. Can Splyce get anything out of this? We're dead and Yanin forcing them back, but Niski flashes forward. He wants to carry his team to glory, but he just can't quite do enough. And G2 are going to escape with the kill. Perks pull back, the cleanse away. G2 escape and get the Baron.
So tense.
Ooh, Xerxes not in the best positions.
Does have ult.
Mid lane push is coming out. Odoame trying to chase on towards Perks. There's the drowsy copy with the on the hunt as well. But the QSS Perks has to flash away. The flash chase from Odo, and Perks will fall. The King is dead, and now Splyce are looking to close this one out. The Nexus Tower minions are there though, so Splyce cannot go for the Baron just quite yet. Someone needs to deal with those minions. We're going to pop the ult.
That's pretty middle lane. You identified this earlier. TP was used for Kasing, and now they kicked it off.
It's a Baron brawl for the game. A curtain call from the side. Yanin trying to close the hopes of Splyce. Jankos in that front line is caught up. This question comes out. It's only one to Niski though. Jankos still alive. Niski.
Oh, look at Yanin!
But Yanin! The carry on the back line takes out two. The Baron goes, but Kobe's dead. It's a triple. The Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for the quadra kill here as well, but can't quite close it out on Odo.
They want to get to him.
In. It's a curtain call for Splyce, and it's curtains for this game.
G2 with a massive team fight, just as we talk about if Yanin can be the carry. The moment his leader falls, he steps up to the plate, he gets the team fight win, and he's gonna take G2 to match point.
That's the Yanin we know and love from Rocket. That's the Yanin we've been waiting to see all split. 2 carries on G2. I'll raise you one and make it 3. Yanin pulls G2, kicking and screaming to a 2-1 lead in this series.
Slightly slower early game, a bit more of a back and forth. But when the Baron came into being the primary objective, G2 utilized their pick comp so effectively, using the Baron as a bait to draw their opposition in, draw Splyce into a fight that they weren't ready to take. And they found successful fights, and